Now, I know that last episode took y'all for a little whirlwind because a lot of people don't like talking about that. Addiction, by the way. Anywho, this time, you're going to have to sit back and enjoy the ride because I got these stories to tell. Let's go! Welcome back to Realistically Speaking with KB. I'm your host, and y'all, thank y'all so much for telling a friend about my show. You know, your girl's slowly getting up there. The numbers don't lie. I really have people in Australia listening to your girl. 2 people, so they must have told a friend. You feel me? But anyway, how was y'all Easter? I hosted Easter at my house this year, and man, I think I'm going to do it again next year. So April, get ready. But yeah, I had fun for Easter. We had a little Easter egg hunt for the kids. I bought meat, corn, potatoes, crawfish. April was on the grill. And the only thing I ate was a hamburger and a chicken wing. Oh, I had mac and cheese, dirty rice, potato salad, baked beans, cold drinks. It was a really BYOB event. And everybody enjoyed themselves. Everybody had fun. And I just can't wait to do it again next year. So, last episode, I had my girl on here, April, and her sister, Asha, and they talked about their addiction. And it was really deep. So, if you didn't listen to my last episode, please check it out. Because that's all I'm going to say. I ain't about to talk about it. Just go listen. Just go listen, man. But today's topic is planes, trains, and automobiles. And yes, I did watch the movie last night. And I didn't watch the end because I went to sleep. But it was really giving me Due Date vibes. If you ever watch Due Date, it's basically the same thing. Except he's not trying to get to his pregnant wife having a baby. He's trying to get home to his family for Thanksgiving. But how do you prefer to travel? You know, do you like catching a plane, train, or driving in your automobile? And who do you prefer to travel with? Yourself? Your family? Your homegirls or your homeboys? You know, me, personally, I like to travel by car. I done rode on a plane twice. Haven't been back on one since. I would like to travel by train because I heard that it's cheaper around the holidays. And that's really on my bucket list to knock off. And I would like to take my kids on the airplane. You know, Caden already rode on one, but I want him to ride on there with me because my experience with the plane, it's not good. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about my traveling experiences from childhood to adulthood. Because, baby, I got some stories I can tell. But fun fact, I was always homesick as a child. I don't know why. I did eventually grow out of it, but it wasn't a pretty sight to see. And my first time going out of town that I can recall, I went to St. Francisville. I was in Girl Scouts, and we went to summer camp, and we had to stay for a week. You know, I was telling my mama, like, no, Ma, I don't want to stay here. Like, I want to be at home with you. And she's like, no, you got to be here. And I was probably about in 5th grade. And we had to stay in a cabin. I think it was like about 4 of us to a cabin. The only thing I could really do was swim because I wasn't old enough to do horseback riding. And on our last day, we did a campfire and we ate s'mores and stuff like that. So it was really fun. But, I won't do it again. Not as an adult. No, you cannot take me out camping. Negative. And the second time that I went out of town, I was in 6th grade and I went to a Southern game in Houston. Don't ask me who they played because I'm not really a big Southern fan. But the people I went with, they were real SU fans. Like, they had the pom-poms. They was doing the SU, SSSSSSU. Yeah, it was nice. I did enjoy the experience. But again, I was homesick. I wanted to be back at home with my mama. And yeah, my mama. Because guess what? My mama took us on family trips. We would always go to Biloxi and we would stay right across the street from the beach. So she'll get these hotels, and once we got tired swimming in the pool, we'll literally walk right across the street to go to the beach. And we'll go to this water park called Wet Willie's. And they had an amusement park out there, but since the hurricane came, it messed up Biloxi bad. And they don't have Wet Willie's anymore, and they don't have the amusement park anymore. Fun times, bro. Fun times. Because my mama ain't let us go to Blue Bayou. Wet Willie's was our Blue Bayou. But anyway, and as we would leave Biloxi, my mama would pass by this hotel called Imperial Palace. And she would always say, we gonna stay there one day. We gonna stay there 1 year. We gonna stay there 1 year. We gonna stay there 1 year. Lo and behold, 2003, that summer, we stayed there. Surely did. And back then, they had a rooftop pool. They had a casino, of course, a restaurant. They also had a movie theater. They had a shopping floor. And me and my little sister, we went to the movie theaters while they was at the casino. My mom and my stepdad, they was at the casino. Had so much fun. Swimming at the rooftop, and we was just so excited to even stay there. I think it had more than 50 floors or whatever. But it was fun. It was definitely fun. And I was like, when I become a mom, I want to be just like that. I want to take my kids out of town, take them to the beach. I ain't really want to do Biloxi, but it ended up being Biloxi anyway. And before I even get into those stories with my kids and my traveling experiences as an adult, I got something important to tell y'all. So, hope y'all ready for the news. Okay, so in this episode, I am not drinking. I do not want to see a bottle of nothing. Okay? I went extremely too hard for Easter. So, y'all got to catch me on the next episode. Also, can y'all please send me your favorite bottle of wine? Jesus! Fallon, I did not forget about the plum wine. It's just every time I go on TotalWine.com, that particular bottle of wine is sold out. It must be a very, very, very tasteful wine. Hopefully one day I will get it. And I'll tell y'all how it is. So like I said earlier in this episode, that I did end up taking my kids to Biloxi Beach. And we only went there by default because it was my brother's retirement party. And that was back in 2017. And my kids was 5 and 9. I'm telling you, when I took them to the beach, they was just so excited. I guess just to feel that sand underneath their feet. Of course, the little dirty water. Y'all know Biloxi water ain't clean. But, the water on their feet. But it felt like Christmas to them. That's how I'm going to put it. It felt like Christmas to them. And I felt very proud as a parent to actually take my kids on this same exact beach that I used to come to when I was younger. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. I really didn't feel comfortable traveling alone with just me and my kids. So that's why I really didn't take them out of town like that. So I know single moms, I feel you. If you don't feel comfortable taking your kids out, well, ask y'all too. But hey, they have some single moms that do it. But me personally, I wasn't doing it. But a year later, y'all, I rode on a plane for the very first time. And this was in 2018, February to be exact. Whew. First of all, I sat by the window. I don't like sitting by the window of a plane. Then I went live, just in case anything happened. But, my sister was like, girl, if you don't get your dumb ass off live, ain't nothing gonna happen. So we made it there safely. I had fun or whatever. But I really don't remember much because I was literally high all the time because they sold recreational weed. It was my first time smoking it. But I did go to this dispensary, and you walk in and you have to show them your ID. But they had like a security guard by this door, and you had to go through that door to get to the actual dispensary. That was my first time trying edible gummies, THC, the liquid THC, and like just weed. And I was on cloud 30. I was on cloud 30. I don't even know how I made it back from the dispensary back to the room. Like, but y'all, I went back to Vegas again. Yes, your girl went back to Vegas again in 2019. But again, y'all, I did not go to Vegas the first time with my partner. We got together at the end of 2018. So she actually surprised me on a trip to Vegas. And oh my God. Going there this time I sat in the middle. So I wasn't doing that window. Still scared. But of course, like I said, we made it there safely. And we had so much fun. Like, we stayed at the Stratosphere. We actually got lost in Vegas. Like, we was in the hood, y'all. Like, we was, I don't know how we got lost, but I had to navigate to get right back to the hotel because we was lost. And we was 6 months in. This is funny, y'all. This is funny how this story about to go. Me and her got into it. And we stuck at the airport. Flight delayed. Oh, before I even get into that, we stayed in Vegas, y'all. But we end up driving to Los Angeles. I'm telling my girlfriend, babe, we will have to drive back to Vegas to catch the plane to Los Angeles, and then we're going to get to New Orleans. She said, no, we could just catch the plane from Los Angeles and get to New Orleans. Okay. This is why I'm always right 98% of the time. But anyway, we were stuck. Flight got delayed. And we got into it. We was mad at each other. We sitting at the bar just drinking, getting drunk. And when it was time for us to board the plane, the lady tried to scan our tickets, and our tickets ain't go through. So I'm sorry y'all for laughing because it's really funny. The lady was like, y'all can't get on the plane. We like, ma'am, we just trying to get home. We ain't even from these parts. Like, this our first time flying. Like, we didn't know that we couldn't catch the plane from Los Angeles to New Orleans. Like, next time we'll know that when they say you have to go from one place to the next place and then go to your last place, then that's how we have to go. So this lady had ended up finding us some seats. Mind you, we still mad at each other. Got on the plane, didn't even sit by each other. We was on two separate sides. Pissed off. Flight attendant pissed off. She coming down with the little cart asking us what we want to drink, and she passing out the little mini bottles. She passing that out, baby, because they was already delayed. They was late. They was tired. They was ready to go home. So she just passed it out. I'm sipping my little thing. And once we made it back to New Orleans, we just laughed the whole way back home because we just couldn't believe this shit. Like, I'm trying to tell her, you cannot do that. But people want to be right and be so wrong. But anywho, before I even did my second flight to Vegas, we ended up taking the kids out of town and we went to Alvin, Texas. And I ended up meeting my partner's aunt and her sister and her nephews. We had so much fun. We took the kids to the arcade. We ended up boiling shrimp, crab, corn, and potatoes at their aunt's house. Had a few little drinks, and she was giving us refreshers. So that was definitely a vibe, and we definitely have to go back out to go see her aunt again because she definitely has been asking for us to come out. And then, of course, I went to Vegas in April. And then after that, in June, I drove all the way to Missouri to go get my girl. Yes, 9 hours, 3 stops later. I went to go get her. I'm telling y'all, driving through the mountains ain't no joke. Your ears pop. And I'm going the speed limit, but baby, them people was passing me up. They film. I love my life, and I got people in the car with me. So, what I like to do when I travel by car is I like to stop by the state line and take pictures. So, that's probably what took me an extra hour or so to get to Missouri. So, I mean, it really is about 9 hours, but I have to take my pics, you know. Memories. Moving along. And so, in November, we end up taking the kids to Florida. This was around about Southern Homecoming. We was trying to teach our kids about how that you don't have to go to every event. You know what I'm saying? You could go out of town and enjoy yourself while everybody else, you know, going to this event. You know, unless you want to go. So, of course, it was Southern Homecoming. Candace done danced at Southern Homecoming. We done been to Southern Homecoming parades. Ain't nothing changed. It's still the same. Same things always happen. Shooting. So we weren't missing out on that. But we drove to Pensacola. Had so much fun. We literally stayed right by the beach. It was Margaritaville. I think what's the name of the hotel that we stayed at. And we out there just having fun. We ate at this restaurant that our restaurants can't do seafood, baby. Like, that was not like Fire Crab. I don't know what that was. They was their knockout cousin. But anyway, on our last day, I remember that Candace was on the beach, and they had these people who thought she was so beautiful. They thought she was so famous, and they was really snapping her pictures up. And I'm like, Lord, I hope they don't spread my child picture across the internet, but hey, maybe somebody might see her and be like, hey, they thought she was a model, but. And then, you know, again, we were trying to take the kids out on vacation. In 2020, in February, around by Mardi Gras, we took the kids to Lafayette. Now in Lafayette, we went to the ice ring. We ate at Fire Crab. We did a little shopping out there. You know, we're just having fun because, again, Mardi Gras is still the same. Ain't nothing changed. They're going to throw beads, throw candy. That's it. They did that, done that. Let's do something else. Let's go have some fun. So that's what we did. We took the kids out. And we was going to go on our next vacation, but guess who came? Guess who came? COVID. COVID came and shut stuff down, because I ain't cuss all on this episode. So COVID came and shut stuff down, y'all. And you know what? Ever since COVID came, I have not taken my kids out on vacation. You know, I guess I was kind of scared, you know, about the world opening back up. But, you know, me and my partner, we went out. We went out for our anniversary. And in 2020, our anniversary is in October. In 2020, I drove to Memphis. Actually had so much fun driving there because I was able to listen to my music that I wanted to listen to. And it took me 5 hours to get there. And for my anniversary, my baby took me to this restaurant called J3 in Mississippi. I give it a 10 out of 10, baby. It is worth the drive. I'm telling you, I'm trying to take my mom and my sister out there, baby. It is worth the drive, baby. Don't ask me how far it is from Baton Rouge to Mississippi. I don't know. Google it. It's called J3. It's in Mississippi, the top part, like you're going towards Memphis. So if I said Memphis was 5, it may be 4. I don't know. But anyway, I'm trying not to be mean. I'm just being myself, honestly. But enjoyed that. You know, we made it back to the hotel. And first of all, the hotel, y'all, I don't even know where this girl found this hotel. We was literally by the Mississippi River. I saw the bridge. Yes. And some shit you see off of Doggy, I cuss. Anyway, something that you see off a scary movie. Like real talk. And then we end up going downtown. We went to this bar. They had like a live band in there. I never did that before, so that was another first thing I did with my partner. And before we left, we ate at this nice little restaurant, had a little brunch, and came on back to BR, baby. We ain't missed nothing, but we just had so much fun. I definitely got to take my kids to Memphis, Tennessee. And if you've been to Memphis, Tennessee, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because it is very nice down there. And last year, I drove to Dallas, Texas. I did our anniversary for 2022. And I'm not even about to talk about our Airbnb because I messed up. I don't know how to book. I need help with booking and all that. But this fool was supposed to drive to Dallas because it was her turn to drive. And of course, she trying to speed down the highway and car got to smoking, and we had to pull over in Boyce, Louisiana. I will never forget. We had to let the car cool down, and I drove because I'm like, baby, Texas is right there. It's no need to speed. You know what I'm saying? We not the police. We not chasing nobody. What's the rush for? Dallas, Texas is gonna be right there. Either way it go, it's not moving. So I drove. We made there in one piece, and I ended up reserving us at this restaurant called Kiss. I seen a few of y'all been going out there, and I know how y'all like it. It's really good. I was really trying to get us the little Ferris wheel cupcake, but she wasn't feeling it. But I'm gonna get it next time. And I really enjoyed Dallas. It didn't rain. I linked up with my girl Brittany. That girl cannot drive. They say she from Louisiana. She drive just like them folks in Dallas. They don't know how to drive. Lanes come and go. She took me to this nice place called Greedy's, and I had so much fun because that's something that they don't have down here. They had girls that was dressed up like in something like a Hooters, but it turned into a club afterwards. Like Bennigan's, but more sexier like. And now I need to mention that I went on my very first girls trip / bachelorette trip. Like, y'all, I didn't even know half of these ladies that I even went with, but I had so much fun. It was a vibe. And of course, like I said, I've been, getting my little toes with like the little crystals and, going on my little spiritual journey. And I carried those crystals with me, everywhere we went. We left the house and did like little fun activities. But that one night we ended up going to this club called Coyote Moon. And I know I was overdressed for it. Like, I should have just had some jeans and a t-shirt and some tennis shoes on, because I came in there in a dress and some heels. But the funny thing was that they had these people that was just coming to me and, just dancing with me, dancing up on me, asked to buy me a drink, and I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm so good. And matter of fact, it was Megan's sister, and she was like, dang, KB, like, you must got some strong energy on you or something, because you are attracting them. And I'm like, hey, I'm just sitting here literally not doing nothing. And I had girls come up to me saying, oh my God, you look so beautiful. And I'm like, thank you. Built on my self-esteem. And when I came home, of course, my family was happy because they called me the whole time I was out there. I had to kind of mute them because, I'm away trying to enjoy myself. This is my first time away from them. As my kids are a little older, so this is my first time away from them. And being in a relationship with somebody, I was away from my partner. So it was nice. It was definitely nice to get away. And when I came home, Lord have mercy, kids was waiting on me hand and foot. Kaden was like, Ma, you walking different, you talking different. I'm like, baby, I think it was that trip to Florida. I needed that. I needed to get away. And not to just say I needed to get away to go on a girls trip. I needed to get away from a mental break, because I end up doing season 1 right after this girls trip. So that's why I was just so hyped up and amped up, because, you know, I'm happy, I'm excited, you know. But whew. Again, I like traveling by an automobile, a car, a vehicle. I don't like planes, but eventually I'm going to have to get over that. I'm going to have to get over my fears of flying. And I'm definitely, like I said, going to ride a train. And I got to tell y'all about it, because who won't want to ride on the train, man? But what I'm really just trying to say is, y'all better get out of VR. I mean, let me rephrase that. Your city, period, because I have listeners all over. But again, we had fun while we was in Lafayette. And I do plan on taking my kids back there again. And you know what? Take them kids on the trip. They want to go out too. They don't want to be stuck in Baton Rouge. They don't want to be with no babysitter while you go out and have fun. Take them kids too. Y'all try to be like Monique and be like, if them kids, no, take them kids. And if you scared, don't be scared. I'm telling you, you'll have fun. You will definitely have fun. And people who don't go on trips with their partners, please do. Go out. That's when you're supposed to find a babysitter and you and your partner go out. Yeah, it's good to go out with your homegirls to the clubs, but baby, go out of town with your partner. I'm telling you, your relationship will be much, much better. And if you do it, you better tell them, if you know, you know. Because them be the best trips, baby. And then, with these girl trips, boys trips, however y'all want to call it, if it be 10 of y'all that start off with, and only 3 decide to go, man, y'all better go. Take plenty of pics and post them later. Because guess what? When y'all plan that next trip, them same people that copped out, they gonna want to come, because they gonna want to get in on the fun. But hey, what I know this. I'm taking my kids out of town this year. I don't know where we going, but we catching a flight. Once again, I don't like traveling by a plane. I gotta get over it. Y'all better get up, pack your stuff, and go. It's a lot to see out there. You ain't gotta leave the state. Just go to another city, because it could get litty and a bitty. That's my time. If you enjoyed the show, please leave a rating and review on all platforms at Realistically Speaking with KB. Until then, see you Wednesday after next, because I keep forgetting to say that on all the episodes. Oh yeah, and don't forget to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Live, laugh, love, and peace.